Mindfulness session number 2, basic sitting meditation. To practice sitting meditation, choose a time and place where you will not be interrupted. We usually practice sitting meditation either on a chair or on the floor. Either way, it is recommended that you sit with your spine in a self-supported manner and not leaning against the back of the chair. However, if you find you need to in order to be comfortable, leaning against the back of the chair is also fine. While sitting on the floor can give you a reassuring feeling of being grounded and self-supporting in a meditation posture, it is not always the easiest thing to do with our aging bodies. However, should you decide to do that, sit on a thick cushion which raises your buttocks off the floor about 3 to 6 inches. This could be a pillow folded over once or twice, which does nicely, or you could purchase a meditation cushion, which is called a zafu, specifically for sitting. Whether you choose the floor or a chair, posture is important as it can be an outward support in cultivating an inner attitude of intention, patience, and self-acceptance. The main points to keep in mind about your posture is to try to keep the back, neck, and head aligned in the vertical, to relax the shoulders, and to have your hands comfortably resting in your laps or on your thighs. Now that you are sitting, check in with your body. Is it comfortable and aligned? If not, take a second to make the adjustments needed. Now bring your focus to your anchor of attention. Decide where your anchor will be. Recall that it needs to be a neutral point of focus that holds body sensations which you can track. Your anchor may be placing your hand on your thigh or belly or heart, anywhere that allows you to notice sensations through your hand and fingers. You can also slightly move your fingers or hand to enhance your awareness of the sensations. The sensations of your hand on your body is your anchor. Should you decide to use the breath as your anchor, choose the part of the body that allows you to feel the breath coming in and going out. This could be through the nostrils, the mouth and back of the throat, the chest area, or the belly. Feeling the sensations of your breath becomes your anchor of awareness. Allow your awareness to now settle on your anchor of attention. If you're using your hand, be aware of any sensations that you notice from the contact of your thumb on where it is resting, on your first finger, on your middle finger, on your fourth finger, on your little finger, on the palm of your hand, not expecting or wanting any specific sensation or experience. Just be curious and notice. Allow your mind to rest in the sensation. You can support the awareness of your hand sensations through making a mental note of the sensation. You may note the sensation as rough, or pressure, or soft, or left, or right, or up or down. Simply labeling the sensation to help sharpen your concentration. No need to analyze or judge, or question what the sensation is. It is simply a sensation that can anchor your awareness. If you're using your breath as your anchor of attention, allow your focus to be anchored on the breath and the part of the body that you are using to hold your awareness. Simply feel the in and out of the breath through the nostrils or mouth, or the gentle rising of the belly, of the abdomen with each in-breath and the falling with each out-breath. Allowing the breath to be natural, noting its inflow and outflow, without trying to force or control it in any way. Noting each in and out, each rising and falling, and allowing a settling into the breath's rhythm, allowing the mind to rest in the movement of the breath. While feeling the breath, make a mental note to sharpen concentration, noting in while feeling the breath go in, and out while feeling it leave. Or simply saying rising and falling, with the sensations in the chest or the belly or the nostrils. Very gently, very quietly in the mind, just supporting the awareness of the actual sensations. Just noting in and out, or rising and falling. There is no need to make the breath special. Each breath is simply unique in itself and is whatever it is. It may be a deep or a long breath, or a short and shallow breath. But whatever it is, it doesn't matter, because it simply is a matter of noticing the breath. You may notice that as you are focusing on your anchor, that your attention wanders, perhaps getting lost in a thought, perhaps simply not consciously noticing a breath or the sensation of your hand for quite some time. Simply be aware that your attention has left your anchor and is now drawn to a thought. No need to judge or analyze. No need to try to figure out how it slipped away. It doesn't matter. Perhaps give it a label such as planning, thinking, analyzing. Just noticing it as a thought and then just gently letting go of it and beginning again. Letting go of the thought and returning attention to the breath's easy inflow and outflow, or your hand sensations. The breath or your hand become the anchor of your attention, of your awareness. Perhaps you will notice certain feelings or emotions arising as you are focusing on your breath or your hand. These could be positive feelings such as excitement, expectation, or more challenging ones such as worry, anger, fear. Simply be aware that your awareness has left your anchor and is now drawn to the feeling. It again is not necessary to explore these feelings, not necessary to determine why they arose, not judging to whether it is good or bad to have such a feeling, but simply to be aware of them. Simply notice it. Perhaps give it a label such as feeling or emotion, or more specifically, such as excitement, sadness, anger, calmness. But then to let it go and bring one's attention gently back to the sensation of your anchor, of the sensations in your fingers and hand or your breath. You may find that while focusing on your anchor of attention, memories of the past or plans for the future arise. Again, it's not necessary to judge these intrusions, nor to feed them through continuing to think about them. To simply let them go and bring your awareness back to the anchor, your hand, or your breath. You may find that while focusing on your anchor of awareness, your attention will be drawn away by a physical sensation in your body. An itch, a pressure, an ache, a discomfort, a tingling, a numbness. When you notice your attention drawn to such sensations, it again is not necessary to judge as to whether it is good or bad. It is just a sensation. Simply be aware that your attention has left your anchor and is now drawn to the sensation. Perhaps give it a label, such as itch, pressure, discomfort, numbness. But to then let it go and bring one's attention gently back to your anchor, either the sensation of your hand and fingers or your breath. You may also find that your awareness is taken from your anchor through a sound. You hear something in your surroundings that pulls your attention away from your breath or your hand. It could be a quiet and subtle sound, or a loud and intrusive one. No matter how loud or quiet, no matter how pleasant or disturbing, no matter how long the sound is occurring, simply notice that you have lost contact with your anchor. It again is not necessary to judge as to whether it is good or bad. It just is a sound. No need to judge yourself for losing contact with your anchor. Simply be aware that your attention has left your anchor and is now drawn to the sound. Perhaps give it a label such as sound, or music, or talking, or car. But to then let it go and bring your attention gently back to your anchor. The sensation of your hand and fingers, or your breath. Simply feeling the breath go in, go out. The chest or belly rising and falling. Very gently, very quietly, simply in the moment, allowing your hand or your breath to be the anchor of your awareness and intention. No matter what arises that pulls your attention away from your anchor of awareness, it is simply a matter of noticing. Noticing whether it be a thought, feeling, stories from the past, plans for the future, sensations in the body, sounds. Just notice and then bring your attention back to your anchor. Your anchor may be the sensations of your fingers and hand on your body. If it's difficult to notice such sensations, then gently wiggle or slide your individual fingers. Any movements that allow you to feel sensations that you can use as your anchor of awareness. Or your anchor may be the sensation of the breath. The breath coming in, going out. The chest or belly rising or falling, simply being with whatever occurs. There is no need to do anything else. To simply be with the experience of sensing your anchor and using the sensations as the focus of your awareness. To simply notice when contact with your anchor is lost and simply returning again and again, beginning again and again, returning to the anchor of attention with patience and gentleness. At the end of the session, when you hear the bells, slowly open your eyes and allow your attention to return to the room. Allow yourself to see the room as if for the first time. Quietly and gently allowing your gaze to move through the room. Allow your hearing to receive whatever sounds are occurring in the room. And when you feel ready, to gently and consciously arise from your seated meditation position, and also to hold your awareness on just this present moment.